You made it through Christmas, friend. Today is December 27th. What if the hardest part of Christmas isn't the holiday itself, but the day after it ends? When the presents are put away, when family returns home, when the texts slow down and the world moves on. And you're still left sitting in the quiet thinking, I just survived Christmas, so why does my grief feel heavier now? Welcome back to the Grief Mentor Podcast, and this is your host, Teresa Davis. If you're grieving the death of your child and you want the steps that lead to believing with confidence that life is still worth living, then you're in the right place. Hello, I'm Teresa, a grief mentor. That's been where you are, and I teach grieving moms like you how to navigate life after child loss. If you're ready to take a step of courage and build a solid foundation to live with hope and purpose, then I'm here to teach you how. Are you ready for what God has for you? Then I'm ready to teach you. We finished our Advent series before Christmas, but I would like to continue Mary's story for a couple of more episodes because her story is still so very important to our story as grieving moms. Mary stepped forward from the manger back into her ordinary life, and that's where we land right now. Maybe you still have a few more days off from work and you have some quiet days ahead to ponder what just happened in your life over the holidays. But you are eventually going to step back into your ordinary life, just like Mary. There were no crowds honoring her obedience. No one had pushed the pause on the potential hardships that lay ahead for her. Yet she cradled her baby and kept walking forward into those unknown years. Maybe she was pondering in her heart, what does the life of a mother look like when she just birthed the Son of God? Friend, can you even begin to imagine what was going through her mind? Was she able to be in the moment? Understanding that she just gave birth to the Son of God? Was she holding the weight of what her future looked like? You see, the promise was fulfilled. What Gabriel told her came to be, yet the road ahead still looked very uncertain. Life continuing in the ordinary. Grief after the holidays often hits a little harder. You possibly fell into that performing trap. You may have pushed yourself to go to one more gathering. You held your composure. You braced for the triggers. Then the rush ends. And grief surfaces with its multiple waves. Friend, I want you to know something. This is not you regressing in your grief. This is normal. This is emotional exhaustion setting in for what you just went through. Okay, your heart did not get worse. Your body is getting caught up with what actually was happening in your life. Mary likely felt the same way. The moments after birth, when the awe faded into fatigue, the late nights of taking care of a newborn. Maybe her fear of what was ahead surfaced even more after his birth, and the responsibility that laid on her shoulders as the mother of Jesus. Her obedience was far from over. Grieving moms often think, I should be relieved. I made it through the holiday. But why am I crying more? Didn't God just meet me in the advent of the story of his Son? Why does this ache feel so deep? Well, friend, that's because the Advent doesn't erase your pain, but it does usher in the presence of Jesus, God's Son. Hope did arrive, and grief still lives alongside it. Mary didn't stop needing God after the miracle arrived. Neither of you, friend. Maybe what your heart needs right now is not the pressure to, quote, be okay, but give yourself permission to rest honestly, to say, yes, I made it through, but I still grieve my child, and I'm so tired. Healing starts when we stop demanding emotional heroism from ourselves. Mary simply kept showing up day after day with all of the same feelings that she possibly had before birth, but now maybe a few more questions surfaced in her mind. What's this going to look like to be the mother of the Son of God? Maybe she pondered, what is this truly going to cost me? Maybe you're wondering, what is life without my child really going to cost me? But just like Mary's example, she just kept showing up, not denying her feelings, not suppressing them, but laying them at the feet of her God. And that slow faithfulness is exactly what you're practicing too. The miracle of Christmas did not complete Mary's journey. It was just beginning. So, friend, I want you to hear this. Maybe this is your first holiday. Please know that what happens next year has nothing to do with this year. Give yourself the grace to understand and know that if your heart is heavy after Christmas, maybe even heavier, it's not because you've done anything wrong. It's because you're being shaped and molded as you wrestle with who you are becoming. May your weary heart be met with gentleness this next week. May you stop trying to be strong and allow yourself to be simply held. You survived the holiday, and God is still walking with you through what comes next. The Lord is close to you, friend, and He's rescuing you right now in your weariness. Lean into those everlasting arms. And that's all I have for you today. So until next time, take care.